In today's episode, we have Ashu Kaur, a makeup artist, mother, immigrant Indian living in UK since ages. She's in Leicester, but she's truly a global citizen. Welcome, Ashu, to Pickleton Podcast, and tell me about your journey.
Hi, Ma. Oh
Hi.
gosh, where to begin from? I was 19 when I, of course, got married and migrated to the UK. My husband's family, of course, they all lived here, and yeah, it was all fun and games to begin with. I was on a holiday. That's how it felt like, uh, until a few months passed and reality hit. And yeah, and it wasn't easy. Of course, huge family. He's one of nine brothers and sisters. He's the youngest. And yeah, it was tough going. But of course, I managed coming from Delhi, um, living in a big city. So it was okay, but of course, it wasn't easy. But yeah, I kind of managed, and here I am today.
So tell me something when you went in there and you say it was fun and games at the beginning, and then when did the whole knowledge of that dawned on you that you would not go back into India ever again, and you would be here, and you were barely 19, and this happens to so many young girls who kind of don't even know what they're signing up for when they go, and of course life takes its own course. And how did you begin your journey as a makeup artist? When did it start for you? How was it easy for you to break this whole thing about becoming independent economically and start your own career, and also to be an Indian in Leicester? How difficult or how accepting were people of an Indian doing business there?
I mean, I first started because, of course, living with my in-laws, and then I moved out. I started living on my own with my husband, of course. And I had my first son at 22. Then I had my second son at 24. And then, of course, I was at home mum for a very long time. And I used to do, little favors for friends, for family, threading, waxing. And then one of my friends actually said to me, you do this for everybody for free. Why don't you do this as a business? And I said to her, no, 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 I can't be doing this. It's okay. It's a hobby. I do it because I'm, trained graphic designer. That's what I've done for my degree. And I wanted to study more, but I couldn't for whatever reasons. So then I said then my friend kept on insisting, no, 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 you must charge people. You can't just do this for free all the time. And then I said, okay, that's how it started initially with me, word of mouth, mums at school started to come. And it just went on and on and on from there, really, to running a successful business. And then I just wasn't doing beauty. I could do hair as well. So I did hairdressing course. And then, of course, I did a couple of makeup courses. And that's how being a makeup artist came from. And now 15 years I've been doing this. Of course, uh, we have stopped due to COVID. And yes, being an Asian to begin with, um, it wasn't easy. But I, of course, wanted to do this, and it really helped with my children as well. They were at school. I could be flexible, so it was the flexibility that also lured me into doing something like this.
Also, it also helped the creative part in you.
Yes, I think the graphic designer came out as well in me while doing makeup and hair. And I enjoyed doing it because, of course, it was freelancing. I was meeting different people every day, dealing with different needs of different people, different religion, and learned so much. So, yes, it helped evolving as well in that respect.
The makeup industry is a very large industry, and a lot of people, I mean, of late, people have been talking about, why do you need to like wear lipstick? Why do you need to wear? But I am a huge believer of, if it works for you and you feel happy doing it, I don't see why there should be judgment in in somebody getting a botox, or somebody getting or wearing dark lipstick, or somebody just wearing any sort of makeup that they choose to wear. And there's so much of furor right now, all across, with a lot of people talking that women feel pressured, to look in a certain way. But to me, being well groomed is very much a part and parcel of my personality. So, what is your view on Botox, on fillers, and all these other things that are really invading the market? And what do you think about it?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm totally for it. Um, Different people, different views. That's been going on for centuries. You, of course, can't change that. But if it helps one, then why not? And with me, makeup is something that is to enhance beauty. And what one feels comfortable in it, that's entirely up to them. If one feels comfortable wearing a dark lipstick, then so be it. And if one feels comfortable wearing a nude lip color, then that's them. I mean, when I do makeup, I always make sure I ask the client what the client wants. I never ever say, I can suggest this is what looks good on you, but if the client says no, then so be it. That's what the client wants. That's what the client's going to get. Botox is of course, again, it's been going on for years now. And if one feels comfortable having big lips or no lines on the forehead, no crow's feet on the eyes, then yes, if that's what somebody wants, then that's what they should have. And I'm all for it. Um, I never ever say no to anything. And if that's what makes one comfortable, then yes, why not? Why not go for it? Yes, it's like anything.
Yes, because there's been so much of talk about all of this, and I'm also of the view that what, if there is something that makes you feel good, and you should absolutely go for it, because beauty just keeps
Absolutely.
transitioning every year. What used to be fashionable in the earlier days is not fashionable any longer, and this is the whole joy. You come back to vintage, and you again go back into modern, and then you
That's
again go
right.
back to
Yeah.
retro, and all of those looks that changes, and so many women want to keep holding on to their beauty,
And
and their
there is
concept of,
so much, yeah,
yes, their
yeah.
concept of
There's so much
beauty.
research.
Yes, there's so much of
Yeah,
research that's happening. And it's wonderful for so many people, especially in showbiz, who want to continue their career, and they would probably want to get that Botox, or want to get the fuller lips, or want to remove the crow's eye. And they should go for it. And, but because, we find so many articles nowadays where people say that, what, it is so anti feminism to not go ahead and get these things done. I just think that, it is not true, because if a woman feels happy doing it, she should just absolutely go ahead and do whatever that works for her. And yeah, but tell me something, that when you go across as an Indian into, as a makeup artist, and as a aesthetic, what do I call you, beautician, and being in this business, has it been accepting among the English people there? Have you ever had problems being an immigrant and doing your business?
no, not at all. In fact, if anything, I have a huge English clientele. And the fact, I mean, I have, of course, introduced threading to them, and they had never seen thread. I mean, they're amazed, even now till this day, they're amazed when I do threading, that how can you shave eyebrows with a piece of cotton thread? And I mean, even waxing, I've introduced so many people to lots of other waxing. I mean, I don't know if you're aware of it, that English people, a lot of them still believe in shaving because that's what they have been doing. In fact, they even used to shave their eyebrows in the 60s and then draw them because they found that really easy to make a shape with. And now, of course, introduced threading, tinting the eyebrows, and then threading and shaping them, and they absolutely love it. So that is something I have found that I have a huge clientele who love that, and of course waxing as well. They sort of, oh, it hurts. No, it doesn't hurt. Let me do it. I'm good at what I do, and even let me try it out for you. And you know, like I said, I've been doing this for 15 years, and I've known young girls when they were 14, 15, started to come, and now they are married, they've got their own children. So, so there must be something right in this, which makes them keep on coming back again and again.
Do you miss India? Do you see yourself coming back to India ever again? And what are the things that you miss about being an immigrant and, setting up a whole life for yourself in the age of 19? You must have been so young. And there are so many like you, Ashu, who've gone and they've left their cities and their states of comfort and their places of familiarity and countries and, gone ahead and adjusted. And there's sometimes is a pang, of wanting to go back to the place that they belong to. Do you feel that at times? And when you feel that, how do you cope with it? Because I would like to believe that, in the Western world, it is not like how it is in India, where friendships are more easier because you're talking from the same plane of familiarity. Um, is that true? Does it hold water?
Absolutely. For me, I don't, of course, I do miss certain things, I mean, which is not readily available here, is like going to a cart and having golgappe, pani puris, and things like that. That is definitely to be missed. For me, the main missing comes is missing friends and family. No matter what anybody says, the friendship you have as you're growing up, you can't replace that, and I've never been able to replace it. I mean, I've lived here for so long, nearly 30 years now. I've never been able to replace that because that is something I truly, truly miss. I don't miss India as such now because this is home to me. This is where I've built my home. I grew up with my husband. I mean, I was 19, he was 20, 21 when we got married. So he's my friend. He's everything to me. And my family is here. My children are here. So this is home to me now. So I don't miss India as such, but yes, I definitely do miss the friends. I miss the family, um, and I've not been able to replace that for sure in all these years.
Now with the pandemic, I'm sure there's been a huge impact on your business because, all parlors and all, beauty businesses had a massive impact. And
Yeah.
yeah, so how do you see yourself for 2021? Because now there's been a new strain again in the UK for, COVID-19. And, what is the general feeling, for people in your sort of business? Because it is so people led.
Yes, definitely. I mean, of course, I mean, this year was horrid. It has been for business. I mean, I haven't worked for um, majority of the year. I probably worked on the whole about 7, 8, 9 weeks, if that. And I don't know. I'm not thinking too much about the next year. I'm going to have to take it as it comes to me. And I know lots and lots of people, businesses have shut down. I have been, in that respect, I have been lucky because, of course, I was doing mobile and I didn't have the overheads like a lot of other salon owners had. So I hope 2021 is good for all of us, but I'm not holding on to anything in that respect. I'm going to have to take it as it comes. A lot of people have changed courses and doing other things. But again, right now everything is so down. You really don't know. But yes, hoping for a better year next year, and and carry on doing what I do.
And what are the new beauty products that are really rocking the market right now that you would recommend for someone who would want to go in for, to remove their tan in a country like India, that's so color obsessed, and or maybe a crow's feet? Are there any products or any sort of tip that you would like to give the listeners, what they can do to keep their skin hydrated and looking good?
I mean, I think it's really funny, but aesthetics have gone in a big way because a lot of people are now sat in front of the computers and recording stuff, Zoom calls, and everybody wants to look good. So I think aesthetics is the way forward, and the Botox industry has made it possible for general people. It just used to be, like you said earlier, it used to be celebrities who used to go for Botox, but nowadays it's available to Botox fillers. uh, I mean, everything is available now at a fraction of a cost, really. And people are not, shying away to indulge in anything like that anymore. So I think aesthetics is the way forward. Of course, affordability. Uh, for many, it's probably still not affordable, but it is affordable now than what it used to be maybe 10 years ago. And whereas color is concerned, I'm sort of, you know, being a beauty therapist myself, I don't actually endorse that. We all come with our own DNA, with our own grain, and we just have to go with that. But yes, I mean, people are more and more now. I think people are more and more accepting of the color as well.
Yes, it's a slow process in a country like India, where Fair and Lovely sales are very high, and
Yeah.
where we are all the time trying to look a shade fairer than what we are born with.
Mm.
And yeah, and this is hoping that we have a completely new wave of beauty where we accept one another with all our flaws and all the things that God has given to us, and also use the lunchtime little jab with the botox and the filler, and continue to look young and beautiful. And thank you so much, Ashu, for being on this podcast today. And we look forward to more interactions with you and talking in another episode a little bit about new products that are really invading the market here on.
Thank you so much for having me, Mo. It's been a pleasure talking to you.